Hi, welcome back to Stan the Camper Van. So in the first video we shot, we showed you after we'd done the strip out that there was quite a bit of rust which had accumulated behind these black plastic side panels. So in this video today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to cut that rust out and to replace it with fiberglass so that rust is no longer an issue and the repair can be done without needing to have any welding done. So we just use some pliers to pop the clips out, and then that's revealed a bit more rust as it's taken some filler or something off the surface. So we're just going to treat that now with a bit more of the Granville rust treatment. And then what we're going to do is go and mix up some resin and hardener. So we're using resin designed for repairing boat hulls really. And that's mixed at a rate of 100 mils of hardener, 100 mils of resin to 2 mils of hardener, and that gives you about a 20-minute working time at room temperature. So we'll just nip back into the workshop and mix that up, and then we'll carry on and laminate some fiberglass sheets with the resin just to give this panel a bit of a repair and add some strength. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take some of this resin that I've just mixed up and to effectively soak the bit of fiberglass that I'm going to put into place with resin. So as you can see, I'm using a piece of old steel that we've cut out of the roof when we've fitted the roof vents, just to make sure we don't get this stuff everywhere. You can see that it's already started to get very gloopy. It's started to go off already. I've got a fan heater running in here, so it keeps the temperature nice and warm, so the stuff works fairly quickly and keeps the temperature quite even. Plenty of this on, make sure we get a good coverage. Next we just place this piece of fiberglass along the wall, and we're going to cover up the damage like so. Just get it into place roughly first. Obviously wearing gloves for this is absolutely essential, because it gets messy. So the fact that we've preloaded this piece of fiberglass with the resin means that it will stick to the area that we want to be repairing, and then we can build on that once we've got the first piece in place. And all we do is we just laminate several layers in exactly the same way. So having got this into place, we just take a brush and just make sure that it's completely stuck down flat all the way along. You can see that it's still pretty see-through, so there's obviously a need to thicken that up considerably. So what we'll do now is we'll just cut another piece of fiberglass mat, and we'll just go over it again with another piece of fiberglass mat stuck on top of that first piece. What we do is we just use the same piece of steel. So there's plenty of providers out there selling these kits. So you can either buy the bits and pieces individually, or you can buy a complete kit which comes with a couple of brushes, a couple of mixing cups. But obviously once you've bought one lot of stuff, you can just then go out and buy the resin and the hardener if you want for future lots. Although the brushes are only any good for single use. So it comes with kind of disposable quality brushes. And once you've used them once, really that's the end of the line. So now we take our second piece of fiberglass mat, which is beginning to disintegrate on me. Do this in two pieces, make life easier. And we'll just literally stick this piece of mat over the top of the first piece, making sure that it lines up with the bit that we really want covered. And then you can take the brush, just use the brush to stick that all the way along like that, making sure we get plenty of resin where the holes are, so the bits that we actually really want to block up. And that second piece of mat to go on the end. There we go, like so. And what we can do next is cut a wider piece of mat, which will go right down into the bottom of here, fold over, and then that will just reinforce this piece of steel along the bottom here, which in the case of this area isn't too bad, but in some of the other areas it's been really rusty, so it's really needed repairing as much as the sidewall areas. And then what we'll do is once we've got this repair complete, we'll actually go outside, and from the outside we'll drill through and remake the holes for the clips to go in, and then we've got some new clips and we'll put those in place and seal them in with some Sikaflex to make sure that we don't get any more leaking and repeat performance, as it were. So I'll just crack on with this and I'll see you shortly. So here you can see now we've managed to completely cover the whole area in several layers of fiberglass sheet, reinforced with lots of resin. So now we'll just wait for this to go off, and then once it's gone off we'll re-drill the holes and fit some new clips, and job's done. Follow that up once it's gone off with a quick coat of paint, so that any metal that's not covered in fiberglass gets a coat of paint. and then we can paint this bit of the floor and move on to the next area.